Yo, 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 ladies and gentlemen. How you guys doing today? My name is Adamus, and today I'm going to be bringing you the TFT patch 10.8 notes rundown. So, just as a little spoiler alert, I've actually, since the patch is out, I've played basically all day today. So I have a good idea of what's up with the new patch, but I'll just read over the notes, and I'll kind of give my thoughts about what... I guess what my expectations are for this patch. Honestly, not gonna read that stuff. But yeah. So the biggest thing is they nerfed mech pilots. Biggest nerf. Honestly, pretty needed. If they didn't nerf those, well, it was the most broken comp basically. Before, not to give too many spoilers, but I think that. Star Guardian Sorks is still pretty broken, and it's yeah, so that's basically I think going to be the best comp of this patch, but we'll see. So going into it, obviously they added xerath, I'm not even sure how to pronounce it, but tier 5 Darkstar Sorcerer. I tried him out. I honestly think he's decent. He's pretty good if you could get into the late game with especially Darkstar comps. I've been liking him a lot. Since you're putting all you're looking for AD items with Darkstar. Put them on Shaco, you want BF swords, blah blah blah. But if you have AP items, mana items, Xerath at late game couldn't pop off. So I think that Xerath is actually pretty good. I'm not sure how worth it he is instead of Lux, because you already have Lux, right? Sometimes you can replace Lux, but yeah. Anyways, so Xerath is, I think he's pretty cool. They added in new traits, I guess. Most of them are just like here 9 Blade Masters, 9 Darkstar. You're usually not going to get to these, and they're honestly not that good because like your whole comp is going to be those 6 Protector, 9 Rebel. You're going to need spats for most of these. 8 Sork. 8 Sork is actually possible, just like by having them. I think there's 8 Sorks. I'm not sure. But okay, so Celestial Heal went up at 4 Celestials. I've been playing some Celestial Protector, adding Celestial into some comps. I think it's actually pretty good. I think Cassidon's a really good item with Mana Reaver. Really good unit with Mana Reaver. So I think Celestial 4 is pretty good. Cybernetics got nerfed by a very small amount. I think that they're still going to be like the best, if not one of the best comps in the game. Mech pilot nerf, so yeah. I think so. Let's see. It basically what they're doing is they're nerfing it late game. So mid game it's gonna be the same, but late game it's not gonna be mech pilot first place every time, which is nice. Mech pilot damage. What are they doing here? Yeah, they're just lowering it. They're lowering it here. Okay. So, in general, just nerfs for Mech Pilot. I think it's very good. Mercenary, added visualization data, blah, blah, blah. Okay, yeah, that's pretty cool. It shows like a little indicator under GP or MF if you actually bought some upgrades. Spacebar at 4, buffed by 5%. I think it's terrible, but who knows? Maybe you can high roll like crazy. And they buffed Sork, the second one. So, like I said before, I think that the Star Guardian comp is going to be broken. We'll talk about that when we get there. So Caitlyn's getting buffed. Her, oh my god, 3,000. Her mid game. This is really important. The level 2, up by 500 damage, is really big. So she's basically one-shotting anything. I think even any 2 cost, or at least most of them. Maybe not like Malphite, but Xayah, attack speed buff. It's pretty nice. I think Xayah is kind of... She's good to just as like a placeholder for your AD and attack speed items. But this actually could make her a bit stronger to go if you want to go Celestials especially. Which, like I mentioned before, I actually think Celestial's not bad. So Xayah buff is definitely welcome. Zoe stun. It's just better. Level 3 Zoe. So if you're going Star Guardians and you get a Zoe 3, it's a buff. Another... common theme that they're buffing Star Guardians for some reason. And her damage increased at level 1 and 2. Nice. Well, honestly, not nice because I don't like Star Guardians, but that's besides the point. Annie armor, 35 to 40. So they buff Annie, but they nerf Mech. But this is also a buff to Sorks. So, and her shield also got buffed. I think Annie's a pretty strong standalone unit. So, excited to see like some Sork comps that don't involve like the infiltrators and Mech pilot. Darius mana got lowered, so that's a Darius buff. They also buffed Space Pirates, but I think the Space Pirate 2 is actually pretty solid as like a mid-early game trait. Yeah, I think it's pretty good. You could actually snowball pretty hard, and Darius and Graves are pretty strong units on their own. I think Morello Graves is actually really, really good. Okay, where are we? Lucian damage nerf. I think that's very good. Lucian was like the best 2-cost. Probably was the best 2-cost. Rakan. So they fixed. So now Rakan, instead of dashing to the closest enemy, he dashes further. So he tries to get like a bigger knockup. And knockup radius got lowered, but his mana got lowered. So basically, he's like a less big AOE knockup, but he'll do more of them in a smaller area. Shen buff. I think Shen's a pretty good item. I also think Chrono with like Kale comps is pretty solid, pretty underrated. Shen's future refuge dodge. Oh, so it's just buffed to level 3. Cool, so now it's like a little bit more worth it, I guess, to go 3-cost Shen. Pretty cool. Shaco Nerf. Very needed. Shaco deceive damage. Okay, so it actually got buffed level 1. But then stayed the same level 2 and got nerfed level 3. Tier 3. I keep saying level. You guys know what I mean. That's pretty big because 3-star Shaco before just like literally one-shotted your entire team. He probably still will, honestly. But 400 damage is like, you have no chance of living. So that's a good change. Syndra got her range increased. As I was saying before, not a fan. So now Syndra literally just chills in the back. I guess it could help in some cases for like infiltrators so she doesn't walk up, but I don't know. Tier 4 champions, so Fizz nerf and attack speed. Okay, well. Oh well. His attack speed actually got buffed. Or is that a nerf? Now I'm confused. But Jinx, no, it's a buff, right? Or am I just tripping? Okay, no. So this is a Jinx buff. So that means it's a Fizz buff. Anyway, let me know in the comments if I'm messing it up, but I'm pretty sure these are both buffs to attack speed. Jinx attack speed buff is pretty necessary in my opinion. I think she's kind of weak. Yeah. You can never really get first place with Brawler Blaster unless you get like 3-star Cho'Gath, 3-star Jinx. Yeah, so Soraka health buffed. I think Soraka's pretty terrible, so it's a good. What the? Wish healing 20,000? Okay. I guess they're just making it so that she no matter what heals you to full HP, which makes sense. Wukong damage increased at all levels. Wukong 3 actually does a crazy amount of damage. Cool. I think Wukong, we'll talk about it when we get down, but they changed his AI, and he seems a lot better. So we'll see that later. Life form, his raid duration is lower, but now casts more efficiently on smaller groups of units. Okay, nice. So he doesn't just derp around shooting nothing. Aurelian Soul, a lot of buffs here. Armor and 150 HP. Nice. So he'll be a lot better. Cool. I think with Demolitionist, Aurelian Soul could be viable. Okay, so Chalice. This is a huge buff to Star Guardians. So instead of Seraphs, this is like the new go-to item. Deathblade, starting stacks, it goes down to 0, but AD per stack is not 30. Okay, so it starts off weaker, but it gets progressively stronger than before. Okay, makes sense. I don't really like this item. I think this item is just forever doomed, but who knows. Frozen Heart attack speed slow, buffed. Interesting. Frozen Heart's not bad. RFC bonus range 200. So melee champs will just, they can really shoot far. Rapid fire cannon now displays a visual beam on attack. Interesting. I don't know how this could affect the game. I just remember RFC Nidalee in set 1. That's what I'm thinking of. Shroud of Stillness buffed. I think this item could be pretty good late game, so it's nice. Tier of Goddess Mana nerfed 20 to 15. That's just huge. So Seraphs basically just got double nerfed by 10. So that's needed for Star Guardians, but Syndra, if you just need a Chalice plus I think 1 tier and you're good. But yeah, Zeke's Herald range 1 hex, but it got almost doubled in attack speed. I think Zeke's could actually be like a lot better now, just because usually you want to just buff up the attack speed of like 1 or 2 units, you know. So you just put it, and it also helps as well. You don't have to like mess up your entire formation just because of Zeke's. So you could choose 2 units to buff like by a lot, which I like that change. Shields in overtime have reduced effectiveness. Okay, so Mordekaiser can't just face tank for hours. Cybernetic 3, Mordekaiser, blah blah blah. Wukong was not affecting enemies for the first. Okay, so yeah, this is one thing that they changed for Wukong. Just going through here. Oh, that's funny. Fix a bug where summon units or contributing to player damage. Even CC Raw Portal. That's funny. Mobile. Whatever. I don't care about mobile. So, I'm just going to give like a brief breakdown of what I think the biggest changes are. So, I definitely think that Star Guardian Sork, for Sork Star Guardian, is going to be probably the best comp. I have been playing a lot, and I think that Dark Star is amazing. Like, I really, really like Dark Star. Even though Shaco got nerfed, I think it's still really, really good. And there's Xerath for that late game Sork transition. I think mech pilots are still strong, honestly. They'll probably even be less contested now, so they'll probably just be good. Yeah. As for the other comps, I think Chrono with Wukong now is much better, so you can do like some Kale comps. I think Wukong is actually like a really strong forecast now, which is weird because he was terrible before. But besides that, I don't think anything else much changes. Darius Graves early game is going to be really strong now. 4 Space Pirates is still trash. Yeah. Alright guys, well, hope you enjoyed. This is going to be my TFT patch 10.8 breakdown. If you did enjoy, it really helps me out if you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts on the patch in the comments. And I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.